Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. What we're doing today is a hardcore Minecraft solo series. Now, I've never done hardcore before, so this is going to be an interesting one. Let's just go with hardcore. Why not? Game mode survival hardcore. This is going to be so difficult. Now, with the server that I play on, that is on hard mode at the moment, and yeah, it's pretty difficult at times. I die quite a lot, so I mean, not as much as Good Times with Scar. He dies a lot, but I die a lot. So this is going to be really interesting to see how I actually do with this. Oh, we've got Mills Gaming in the chat. Hey Mills, it's good to see you here. Yeah, can't wait to see you back on the server. Yeah, so more world options. I think we're just going to leave all the rest of this as pretty standard stuff. Oh, exciting. I'm tempted to say that I may actually die in this very first stream. Oh, I've also got King in as well. Yeah, King, you're going to have to give me some pointers on this streaming stuff. He's a lot better at this than I am. Ah, it's a slime chunk thing. Right, I've got... Yeah, there we go. I've got a mod on called Mini HUD, and I've forgotten how to use some of the settings, so yeah, it's good to get rid of some of that. Anywho, we are in. I'm getting my PC moved back to where I'm living this week. Can't wait to play. Absolutely, yeah, it'll be great to have you back on. In fact, I'm not sure if you know, but my girlfriend is actually playing at the moment now. She's called Jen Bob, and yeah, she's doing super well. I'm really, really proud of her. She's building Hyrule Castle. Breath of the Wild, that's the one. Oh, I'm terrible with that. I've never actually played those games, so I'm a little not quite as well up as she is. But yeah, let's get some materials on the go, shall we? I like the fact that I'm actually next to a beach, or on a beach, should I say, next to some water, because this could be some good scope for setting up a build. Anyone who's been watching the RemedyCraft server, I actually set up my starter base on a beach, and it looks great, I think, especially at sunset, and if you get some shaders on. I always do worry about the very first episodes when starting up a new world, because it's always the same kind of stuff. You're punching trees, you've got to get tools and stone and iron, that kind of stuff, but it is also kind of the most exciting, especially in a hardcore world. You're at your most vulnerable. So let's go with a pickaxe first, and an axe. I think that's all I'm going to need for now. Very thick, dense wood. I'm going to need food. So there's a chicken there, so that's something, I guess. But I tend to want to go for cows or sheep. They seem to have the best ones. Come here. Bested by a chicken. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh yeah, I have got some plans actually as to what I want to do on this hardcore series. I would be very gutted if it didn't work. Not least of which is a massive villager breeder. Villager trader hall, should I say. I might need an actual very large breeder to go with it. I'm not really seeing too much that's exciting at the moment, but... Oh! Just as he says it, he spots a village up there. I always try to go for a village straight off because there's just so much good loot. And, but a little bit of security, protection if they've got iron golems and things like that. So it's always nice to have something just to protect you from the mobs. And it's a guaranteed bed as well, because let's face it, nighttime's going to be coming soon, and you do not want to be caught outside with creepers and zombies and skeletons. You're just going to... there we go. Oh, and sheep! My hunger's getting a little low, so I'm going to need to maybe get some of these hay bales, make some bread. Hello, Mr. Golem. I am going to want to get some of that sugarcane, though, for slightly later game stuff. Oh, bloody nitwits. I really love the look of this village. It's got some really nice terrain. In the meantime, I think it's early days stuff, so I'm going to need to start getting some other resources. So many things that you got to do, and it's difficult to put them in order. Must admit, I am actually really pleased that I found the village, because I've played a couple of solo sessions, like I say, not in hardcore, but just either normal or hard difficulty. And if you don't find a village within the first 10 minutes of you playing, sun goes down and you're kind of stuck. Stone pickaxe. We'll go for an axe as well, because I think certainly on Java the stone axe, well, just the axe in general, is much more powerful than the sword. Having been on the server for quite a while now, the RemedyCraft server, you do get used to the luxuries that are on there in later game stuff, like the elytra, diamond, netherite gear, that kind of stuff. You kind of suck without it. Certainly I do anyway. Like I said earlier, I've never done hardcore before, so this is a new experience for me. I don't really know fully what the differences are between just a hard mode and hardcore mode. But I can imagine when I come to later game stuff like fighting the Wither or anything like that, or the Ender Dragon, it's gonna hit me pretty hard. I know what you're all thinking. I could probably just nick a villager's bed, but why would I do that? That's mean. See, this will be good for trading as well later on as well, because one of the things that I like to do almost straight away, well, I say straight away, like as early as I possibly can, is get farmers, get villagers, and so I can trade for various different things. But I like to get golden carrots as my main food source. I've not actually raided some of the rest of these houses. Sometimes you get some really nice loot in them, other times you get absolutely nothing, and so far, it's not looking great. I think what I might do, next time the sun goes down, next time we have a... I like that, scared me a little bit. First time chat from Super Mario 22 Alt. Hi, hello there. Thank you very much for joining me on the stream. How are you enjoying your Easter Sunday? I do tend to kind of gorge myself on chocolate when it comes to Easter, but it's not until usually like a few days after Easter, because all of the eggs are then on sale, and I absolutely love that. I get fat. I mean, I'm fat already as it is, but no, I definitely put on a little bit of weight at Easter and Christmas as well. It's always good to just sort of let loose a little bit and treat yourself. You know what? I'm going to go for a little bit of a trek first. Oh dear. I definitely think that steak is probably the most superior food, other than golden carrots, because obviously I think it's like 4 hunger bars that it jumps up, and it actually lasts quite a long time, especially if you're doing a lot of like running and jumping about and stuff. So whoa, look at the size of that thing. And it also has just dawned on me that I left my bed behind too. It is a hell of a mountain. I mean, I don't think it's going to be... It's nowhere near like the big peaks that we have in 1.18. Yeah, I remember playing a world a while back where I didn't protect the villagers. They all got killed, and then there was literally... I'm not genuinely not no word of a lie. There was no other village within about 2,000 blocks of the area I was in. So I was gutted. I had to, and at this point, by the way, I'd actually made a starter base. Buddy, wouldn't mind finding a jungle biome, because I think the sort of the colour of the grass there is very, very bold green, and it looks really, really nice when you're doing a bit of terraforming and you kind of wanting your base to look nice and vibrant. Apologies if this isn't quite as entertaining as it should normally be, but yeah, I think early game stuff, it's about exploring, trying to find areas that are going to be of interest to you. It looks like we're coming out into maybe some sort of a ocean. Could be some nice stuff out here. It would be nice actually to try and find, in this plains biome to our right, try and find another village. I do definitely have a thing for building starter bases. Oh, jungle biome, building starter bases on beaches and things like that. But yeah, now we've got a jungle biome here. Birch forest. Ask and ye shall receive. There's some really nice terrain. I really like this. Would very much like to know if there is a village nearby, though. I think I might try and get a bit further over there and try and get to a higher point, get a vantage point, and then we can make a start on building a starter base. I see a shipwreck. Oh, there's a whole mixture of things in here, isn't it? We've got jungle just there, oak, dark oak, birch, and mushrooms. Anyway, I think we've done enough wandering around for now. I think it's definitely time to make a move on starting a base of some sort. It's not going to be anything particularly amazing at first. I do want to add to it. I do want to make a proper starter base and actually have it look something like. And then, yeah, mega base is always something that I want to do in later game stuff. As I said about RemedyCraft, the idea that I had for my mega base there, it required me to have an elytra and feather falling and things like that, because I actually built a sky base. I think we're going to do it on here, on this section here. Let's make a start. So what do I want to build this out of? Because at the moment I've got oak, and then we could always do something with stripped oak, the dark oak, and again we can do something with stripped. I kind of like how they sit together. Cobblestone sometimes to me looks just a little bit amateurish, so I might stay away from that for now. Jungle wood. There are times when I think it looks amazing, and there's other times where I just kind of looked at it and gone, a bit lackluster. In my starter base for RemedyCraft, I have just I just use the mix of stripped oak, regular oak logs, and the planks. I might change things up a little bit. In fact, actually, I'm going to do a bit of a gradient, I think. So I'm going to start off. Let's get some more dark oak, and I'm going to have that at the bottom. I'm going to use a mixture of the regular logs, the stripped logs, and I might even put some of the planks in there just to kind of give it a little bit of texture. Could incorporate some of the mushroom stem as well. Day 3. And then let's do... See, I always get stuck between a dilemma. Do I do even numbers or do I do odd numbers? Odd numbers allows you to have a center block, which I feel like is more satisfying. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11. I mean, not that building an entire house on sand would work in the real world, but, you know, physics. Probably not going to try and have this just being a regular, like, rectangle, because that can get boring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then what I might do is have this section in a rectangle, but then have an overhang, and then that will allow me to have some extra direction and a different shape on the roof, like an L shape. I definitely think that's one of the things I'm not used to when it comes to streaming, is the fact that when you go and grind for all the materials, it's all live, and it can get a little bit stale and boring, I suppose, for you guys, but I definitely want to do all of everything, or almost every single minute that I do on this world, I want to do as part of the stream with you guys. I like the idea of like almost like a community build sort of thing, so if you guys have got any suggestions on what I should build or how I should build it, please do let me know. I'm definitely starting to miss the diamond or netherite tools. So we've got the basic shape of the rectangle so far, but then I think what I would like to do is try and come out a little bit more on this side. So that's the idea, and then I'm going to have like a triangular roof on top. There's like an A-frame design that I just really, really love the look of, so I'll probably end up using that design again. I think that was actually one I got from Green, one of Green's videos. But I'm hoping to make this like 2 stories, maybe have the storage system, my temporary storage system, should I say, like on the second floor, and then all my crafting and smelting and stuff like that on the bottom floor. So that'd be interesting. Home is where the bed and crafting table is. That's the law. I have seen some very interesting floor patterns as well, involving the dark oak and I think it was spruce as well. It was a really nice spiral pattern that someone had come up with. It was one that I saw on Instagram, and of course, you know, any designs like that I do end up using in these in this world, in these streams, will always get credit. I think one of the things that I really like to do in this world is actually have a lot of different farms. Typically, I'm not massively overly bothered about rates and drops and things like that, but I think for this one, I'm going to want plenty of everything. I think for now, I'm probably just going to end up using oak planks. I wonder if the jungle would look good in like a checker pattern. What do we think? I'm not so sure. What else could I use? Birch. Possibly birch. I definitely want to experiment with quite a few different colour schemes and palettes and things like that. Ah, right, silk touch. Okay, that makes sense. Take some of those down as a sample. Let's have a look at how this sits. Yeah, loads, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna be going for this one. I think that looks so much better. Yeah, I think with the whole beech idea as well, it's a nice contrast to the dark oak. It's always one of the biggest pains when it comes to Minecraft is like you think, oh yeah, I've got plenty here, I've got loads, it'll do me for ages that, and then the next thing you know, it's like, well, no, you need to go and grind for some more. I think overall oak's probably my favourite block, wood block, closely followed by the warp stem. Now I know some people don't class warp stem as being a wood because it's technically a fungus. It crafts into planks, so fine. If you want to class it as a wood, I think that's fine. That's fair enough. But when I use that on some of my other builds, if you look at my other videos on YouTube for the RemedyCraft server, the mega build that I'm doing there at the moment, the big pillars that I've got there, they're all made out of warp logs, warp stem. It was an absolute pain to grind, but it works. It looks so good, and I'm really pleased with it. And I must admit, I've never had a floor that looks like this before. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of that. We'll get some more dark oak. We'll get the frame, the general look of the starter base up, and then I'm probably gonna have to call the stream there. Proud of what we've got so far because we found a village and then also found this really cool little beach area. In an ideal world, I would have liked to have stayed on for a bit longer and started looking at getting iron gear and stuff like that, but time stands still for no ant. I think in between streams I'm probably going to have a bit more of an idea as to how I want this database to look, because that's not really what I was talking about earlier when I sort of said I had ideas for bases and things like that. This is just a bit more of an impulse thing. In fact, this idea really of actually doing a solo series on stream, whilst it's something that I've wanted to do for a long time, it was a little bit impulsive. I just kind of thought, let's do a stream today and let's get it done now. So we've got kind of got the bones of what we're going to be having. Again, windows in majority of this, so it's going to be kind of like a mix between an old log cabin, but also I think a more modern look. But yeah, I'm going to definitely get some more ideas as to what colour scheme exactly I want out of this and how many floors are going to be. Could do 2, could do 3. But like I say, if you guys have got any suggestions, please do leave them in the comments, either on this video or when I upload this to my YouTube channel as well. So it'll be really nice to hear what you guys have to say. I'm going to take that tree down at some point. I mean, I know it looks majestic and everything like that, but I'm going to have you. Thank you very much, guys. I really do appreciate you joining me, and I will see you in the next stream. So, all the best.